Choose an option. Oh, if I must. Welcome to part 2 of Mega Man Zero. We are officially a part of the Resistance, and now we can select whatever mission we want to do next. Some of the abducted Reploids seem to have hijacked an enemy transport plane and have now escaped. But the plane disappeared over the desert. They might have crash landed in the desert, and so we sent our scouts to look for them. However, our scouts are having difficulties. Well, they're not the main character, that's why. Due to the hordes of hostile enemies in the area. I'm sorry, but will you go and help their rescue? Will you accept? Yes. Get used to seeing this desert, because we're gonna go back to this place a lot. This game likes to have its cake and eat it too, in that the aircraft that the Reploids are on, oh my god, see, I'll talk faster, has crash landed somewhere in the desert. Oh. It's like I'm making fun of William Shatner trying to make fun of somebody. But anyway, what I was saying is, this game likes to have its cake and eat it too, in that it's not quite a Metroidvania, but we do go to the same locations like 5 times. Mega Man ZX, even though that is another odd take on the Metroidvania format, it's still a better Metroidvania than this game is. I still think Mega Man Zero is a good starting point for this sub-series, even though at first I did not like this game at all. It has a lot of problems, but once you warm up to it, it's not bad. I still think this is a better attempt at a platformer than, say, X7 or X6. Or even the sequel to this game, Zero 2. I think this game is way better than Zero 2 is. At least in terms of level design. Zero 2's level design is kinda dickish. But granted, this level design is also kinda dickish once you get to the later parts too. Especially with these bear traps on the ground. But Zero 2 just takes it overboard sometimes. You may notice that I have Zero's Coinzon ability already. The air circling slash, the spin jump, and that's because I was grinding off screen. It took like an hour. My name is Anubis Necromancis III. I work for Fafnir, one of the 4 Guardians. I'm the king of destruction and the ruler of the desert. The Reploids you are looking for are deep in the desert. If you wish to rescue them, you need to defeat me first. On guard, old-timer! Anubis Necromancis is another hard-ass boss fight for the beginning of the game, which is why I went out my way to get the spin slash ability. With this, I don't have to worry about getting super close to him because shooting him will not work. He's got the staff and his staff blocks shots. And your regular slash kinda has dogshit range for this point in the game. What makes Anubis hard is a couple different things really. His staff, which he can toss around the screen, and rise from your grave. The enemies that he spawns from the dead. They're needlessly tanky for one thing, they take a couple of shots to take down, but they can also grab onto you, which makes it easier for Anubis to attack you. With this boss fight, you need to study the art of patience even more so than Aztec Falcon. His attack do have tails, and whenever he does this pillar attack, you could just simply jump over them. Coincidentally, the spikes are not instant kill, but they still hurt like hell, so try not to get hit by them. He sure does have a lot of health, am I right? It doesn't help that Zero starts out with very pitiful health. 2 or 3 shots from this guy and you're burnt toast and it's game over. And yes, I do mean game over. You don't really have lives in this game. Well, let me rephrase that. You do have lives, but they're not lives in the traditional sense. You get a certain amount of attempts for a mission, and if you fail those attempts, you fail the mission. And if you fail that mission, you can't go back to try it again, therefore losing any benefits you would have gotten if you passed. This also extends to your elemental chips. You do not want to lose those. So if the ranking system wasn't torture enough, you also have to basically not die. Don't die at all during this game. Which is easier said than done in some cases. But then again, you can save scum it. You can always save scum in this game. Somehow the staff still hit me on the way down. That's stupid. Ugh, just get the Cyber Elf and go. Get the Cyber Elf. Thank you. The mission is not yet over as we have to rescue this guy. Hey, are you alright? I'm alright. You came to rescue me? Thank you very much. Can you walk? Yes. I'll help you get back to base. Follow me. Thank goodness. There's a survivor. Thank you, Zero. I'll have a medic standing by. I can't read this. I can't read the slow text. But we have a rescue mission. We have to take this slow-ass guy back to base. And I mean he's slow. You have to make sure he's on the same screen as you, otherwise he stops. You also have to make sure he doesn't get hit too many times, otherwise he dies and you fail the mission. So yeah, this is basically Natalia from GoldenEye, or Ashley Graham from Resident Evil. Except way worse. At least with Natalia, she did get a gun eventually, and Ashley Graham, god damn it, bird, vulture. Ashley Graham knew how to stay out of the way sometimes. But this guy's just dumb. It also doesn't help that this game was made by Capcom, therefore the enemies respawn. Not quite as bad as the first 3 Mega Man games on NES with the spawn rates, but this is still pretty bad. I fucking hate these vultures. These vultures suck. I can see this guy really not making it in the future. Let this guy get hit by now. I swear this guy stubs his pinky toe and he shatters into a million pieces. As he should, because stubbing your toe is a bitch. It's a good thing I chose to do this mission first, because this is technically the second mission on the list. The reason why I chose to go here first is because the desert sucks and I hate it. And also we have to go here like 5 different times throughout the game, so why not start here first? I can't even destroy the bear trap with the spin jump. You still with me? Oh, come on, dude. It's not even that far of a jump. This has to be the most useless person to escort in all of gaming. Motherfucker makes Ashley look like the Punisher in comparison. As you can see, this mission takes forever just because there's one guy. We should be close to the entrance of base though, so hopefully we can end it. Get away from me, vulture! Hell, the boss fight in comparison wasn't even that bad. I would much rather fight Anubis again than drag this guy around. How the hell are you even in the army? Oh god, the vulture almost got him again. Don't slow down now, you bastard. We're almost there. Thank goodness, I'm saved. Yeah, you are. Zero has brought back a survivor. Hurry and take him to the medic. Actually, don't take him to the medic. He's just gonna hit his head on the way there and die, making my mission pointless. I'm glad we could save him. Thank you, Zero. At least we got an A rank. If you're not shooting for the S rank, which is nearly impossible, shoot for the A rank. Another comrade has been saved, thanks to you. According to his report, enemies are planning to conduct a large-scale attack on the resistance base. If that happens, we will need your help again. We appreciate your continued support, Zero. What am I getting out of this? You just woke me up and I'm fighting a war. What am I getting out of this? Zero has to be the most tragic character in the whole Mega Man saga. Like, he can't catch a break at all. Oh, this guy again. Did you realize your mistake? Man, you are a mistake. Here are your energy crystals. Now get the fuck out of my way. At least you have the self-awareness to apologize. Yeah, douchebag. I'm Zero. I'm the hero here. Not you. Once you give this guy 800 energy crystals, I forgot the exact quota, you'll be able to go through this area and get a cyber elf that's stored here. Oh no, it's the freaking escort mission. I never thought that I would come back alive. Thank you, Zero. I don't know what would have happened to me. You spelled happen wrong? What the hell was that? The translation in this game is, honestly, I'm not gonna say it's as bad as X5 or X6, but it's still pretty bad for modern standards. And there was also another translation after that. Oh yeah, this is not even the original translation. This was the retranslation done by the Zero Collection. And it's still pretty bad. We want to destroy the enemy transport train in order to disrupt their supply. Based on the report from our scout unit, was he a Bothan spy? The enemy train is at an old platform loading cargo. The time to attack is now. Please help us destroy the train. Will you accept? Of course. And more slow text from CO. I hate it when the game has one singular line for every text box in this situation. It's like, why do that? Why would you do that? Just say what you needed to say during the pre-brief. Also, this soundtrack is kind of catchy, but it's also not good. I don't know how to explain this. 01 is definitely the weakest in terms of soundtracks in the series, but it's got some bangers every now and then. It's got the Zero theme from the original X game, which is good. It's got Enemy Hall, which is good. The Desert theme is okay. What else? Crash is good, which is the boss theme. The ending credits kind of reminds me of Samurai Jack in a way, which is a good thing. So there's that. But everything else in the soundtrack is hit or miss. This song in particular, Express UG, kind of strikes a nerve with me. 02, even though I said that game was slightly worse than this one, has overall the better soundtrack than 01. Now here's the mini-boss of this area. Want to hit the guy at the top of the head for him to expose the core of his body, which is easier if you have the spin attack, which you have to grind 0 out for. Oh yeah, did I mention that there's grinding in this game? There's lots of grinding. Kind of the antithesis on what makes a Mega Man game, but oh well. They were inspired by Symphony of the Night. But at least with Symphony, that was an actual Metroidvania. This ain't. I'll continuously say that until I'm blue in the face. Being held within the transport train is a cyber elf that was stolen from our base. If it is taken to their base, they will abuse its power. Rescue it, please. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get some mileage out of the William Shatner seal. Please rescue the abducted cyber elf. I'm counting on you, Zero. I know this game is darker than the average Mega Man and is trying to take itself seriously, but come on, some of these line reads are cheesy. Anyway, we're on a time limit for the train sequence, and if you let 3 minutes expire, then that's a mission fail. You don't want to rush too much though, these enemies dish out a ton of damage. Nice, my saber skill actually went up during the stage for once. Now I can charge my attack. The charge slash is more useful for bosses, and it can be really good if you can time it well. Especially if you have the elemental weakness of said boss, it just does a tremendous amount of damage. You've reached the engine chamber. Be careful, Zero. Now this boss. Straight up, he can be tricky if you don't kill him quick enough. At first he looks docile, and then you realize there's 3 health bars, and then you realize there's spikes on the ceiling, which are instant kill. The pistons may look like they run on a pattern, but sometimes all of the pistons will go up at the same time, and I'm not sure if you could dodge that. You might be able to dodge it, but you have to be pixel perfect. So in order to prevent that, I just use the lightning chip with the gun. The thing also tries to approach Zero and cut off screen space. Do not let that happen, because that just limits your movement. Then there's the flamethrower, which is honestly not even a threat compared to the pistons that push you up into the spikes and the spikes themselves. Thank you, Zero. The mission was a success because of you. I really appreciate your help. I'm just gonna grab this cyber elf and we'll call that a mission success. I still got a level A, and I'm not sure what the deal is with the code names. Like, what's a warrior compared to something like sniper? Because you are also called a sniper in this game. Is it because I use the sword a lot or something? I don't know what the deal is with that. Thank you very much, Zero. We owe all of this to you. The cyber elf you rescued is only a child. but she is a unique cyber elf and will learn an awesome ability when she grows up. Oh, please don't tell me it's destructive. Raise her with loving care. Maybe? Now you're dumping this child cyber elf on me? What are you trying to get at, CL? What are you trying to get at? Zero, thank you for your support. Oh. I think I talked to him earlier, I don't know. Anyway, the next 3 minutes of this episode is going to be me exploring the Resistance base. I've already met Alouette and Andrew. Now it's time to meet the C-tier cast, whoever these guys are. Like Alouette and Andrew, they stick out. Who the fuck are these guys? Who are they? I think that's my main problem with the Zero series as a whole, is that some of the characters don't really stick out except for the main cast. Like, every other series has distinctive characters everywhere. Classic Mega Man, you got Roll, Rush, Beat, Light, Wily, Proto Man, Bass, Otto. Hell, even Otto is more of a memorable character than half the cast here. Mega Man X, while for a while it did start off with just X and Zero, it did grow off to Axel and Alia and, what's his name, Double? Oh wait, Double was a traitor, never mind. And Iris, but she died. Oh. And then you got Cygnus and Douglas from X5, they're pretty cool. But yeah, my point is, everybody here is forgettable, they're just random guards. And CL's here. And Alouette and Andrew, I guess. Anyway, before I end the part, let's go check on these cyber elves and see how many energy crystals I have. But first, let's talk to Alouette. We feel reassured with a replite like you, Zero. And that's all she had to say. I'm bad at pronouncing French names, so if I botch Alouette's name, then I apologize. Or on the off chance I am pronouncing her name right, then thank you? I have not taken a single class in French. So I hit no on how to use the trans server so I can get this guy to explain what the trans server is. My problem is he explains too much. So let me show you the feeding process of an elf. Some elves don't need racing, so you don't have to worry about giving them crystals. Others, on the other hand, are some hungry bastards. I mean, 1200 to get you to grow up? Oh my god. The good thing is, if you don't have all of the energy crystals that Cyber Elf requires, but you still have energy crystals to spare, you can give the Cyber Elf the crystals and that progress will carry over later. So the Sub-Tank Cyber Elf now has 1094 crystals I need to get him, instead of the usual 1200.